going to be cutting a mortise and tenon joint for anything, try and get the tenon to be the width of your chisel, or just when you finished it, just a fraction over, just a cat's whisker, because then you can use this chisel to cut out the mortise and there's less playing around. So we'll draw this up, and what I'm going to do is use a knife to mark it with, because a knife is far more accurate than a pencil. I'll find the centre, and for that what I do is I guess, and then put a mark, and then change the other side. I'll tell you what, I guess pretty good there. That's your centre. If it's out, say you marked it there and there on the other side, then you just split that distance, whatever it is, and that'll give you the centre. If you're going to start in metric, finish in metric. If you're going to start in imperial, finish in imperial. Now what I'm going to do is set my marking gauge to that point. Continue that mark along. Then go the other way, and I'll continue that mark along. And all things being equal, if I measure between those two lines, it should be 3/4 of an inch, which it is, and this chisel will fit nicely within those lines. You can drill these out, use a forceps a bit if you so desire. I personally don't like that method, because I find when it comes to cleaning that mortise up and squaring it, when you've got holes drilled in there, the chisel has a tendency to twist, and 9 times out of 10 it'll widen the mortise you're trying to create. But if it works for you, or you've got a long line borer or a mortise machine, be about it and use that. What I might do down the track, when I've started this mortise, I might then use a drill bit or a forceps bit to clean up the bottom, because I've got to go pretty deep. So that's quite nice at the moment, and it appears to be a pretty good fit. What I want to do now is get a bit more depth. I will use a forceps a bit to work out the depth that I want. We might bring it down to about there, I think. So that's 2.5 inches. And at the moment I'm at 1 inch. But because I've got the framework of the mortise set up, I can remove a lot of that waste now with a forceps a bit. That really is going to be good enough. Now I can clean that up just by whacking a chisel down there and cleaning the corners out, and then we're good to go. Well, there's the mortise. It's completed. Now we've just got to narrow the pillar to fit in there and cut a little bit off the length, and we will be good to go. Alright, so that's down the length. So everything should be fitting quite well. There you go. That's a little overhang, so it's a shadow, but once we sand that, that joint will be nice and tight.